We're about to go racing for the second time this evening. Who of the two men on the front row is going to get the better start? Will it be McCulloch from second place or poleman Gary Thomas? Green flag is up, and it's a clean start from the front row, and it looks like Gary Thomas has got the edge as they go down towards the first corner. McCulloch's going to follow him through, and Jared Carey trying to get round the outside and take second place. Nice move there as Robert McCulloch now coming under pressure from Todd Lazaroff and Lucas Wallace, who's now gone into third place. Oh, but Wallace has just spun at Williams, and there's absolute carnage on the exit of the corner. But meanwhile, Todd Lazaroff and Adam Rosales make it through safely, with Gary Thomas leading the field ahead of Jared Carey. Third place, and really close battle there between a few cars. Todd Lazaroff currently leading that one as they head down towards the hairpin and the back straight. So we got Adam Rosales making a challenge down at third place towards the hairpin, and Lazaroff gets in too deep and loses a couple of positions there actually. Oh, he might just hang on to fourth place as he's looking up in towards the left-hander. Oh no, Gary Thomas has gone off from the lead of the race. He's spun between Revolver and Piper Corner, and so that now means we have Jared Carey in the Tag Heuer colours leading the way for this reverse grid race 2 that we have. So at the end of lap 1, he is going to have a mighty advantage over the rest of the field, led by Adam Rosales. Martin Clappers Clapham has now worked his way up into third place ahead of Todd Lazaroff and Gregory Leader. I told you not to count him out. He's made up a few places and is going to make up another one as they head down towards turn 1 for the second time. He is side by side with Lazaroff, and Wingfield trying to get in on the action as well. But 2.5 seconds was Carey's advantage as they cross the line to complete lap 1.
Yeah, it's good progress from Leader. 3 positions in the first lap. Wingfield up from 15th to 6th, so he is absolutely rocketing forwards. That was a very exciting first lap, Chris.
Eric Swain caught up in a bit of drama down at Williams Corner. But that's all to the benefit of Richard Molden, who I can see coming through the pack now as well. Meanwhile, Todd Lazaroff still leading this battle for fourth place. Wingfield now trying to get his nose up alongside Gregory Leader as they head down towards the hairpin. Leader making a challenge. Is Wingfield going to try and make it 3 wide? Oh, Lazaroff has dropped it, and Wingfield goes with him. And that's Custom Lench, who's just been caught up in that as well. But Gregory Leader goes through into fourth place and is now going to set his sights on Martin Clappers Clapham. Meanwhile, just a little bit further down the field, we've had Ishmael Basso come up from 22nd on the grid to 9th, I think now. So brilliant first couple of laps for him. Carl Power equally making up good progress, 21st to 12th for him on lap 1. Steve McCarthy not laid up too much ground, and we'll try and see where the rest of our championship leaders are. Bradley Philpott is currently, he's in the pits. He's had damage on the first lap. So disaster for our race 1 winner, because I believe he's out of the race. And I haven't seen David Hatton come down the field. Actually, he's just crossed the timing line in 10th place. So the man who finished second in race 1 has been able to keep it clean so far and has made up 30 positions in the opening 2 laps. He's got up alongside Richard Molden, that is, through the Moss S, and he'll outbrake him down towards the upward curve. That's another place gained for Hatton, who surely now with Philpott seemingly out in the pit is going to be taking the lead of the championship. So Jared Carey, big 2.5 second advantage. Gregory Leader is right up on Martin Clappers Clapham's tail for fourth place, and Clappers, I don't know if that was a bit of a mistake, he's just waved him by for third place. So a nice easy pass there for Gregory Leader. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to put a soft bet on him for the race 2 win.
Yeah, that gap is definitely increasing.
So we got Jelly Ooms being shown as number 1 on the timing. That is a glitch on our part, but I can confirm it is Jared Carey leading the way. Carl Power is about to make a move on Custom Lemch. That is, and there's a bit of a pack coming through there. David Hatton making up more positions as he's side by side with Sam Harper on the way into the first corner, but it's Power moving up a place.
This is a fascinating scrap here between Hatton and Harper. Harper was the other man on the Missed Apex team in that 24-hour event. He is going to the outside here. And Hatton has made his way through because he's left the door open. 2 in one corner.
Jostling away there. I don't know how they didn't come to griefs on the way into Albuquerque, but Hatton making up a nice couple of positions there. I believe that is 6th place for him now. With Carl Power just in front of him. Darren Buckle there is a lap down in front of them in the Vodafone McLaren colours. Hatton's got to be careful here. He doesn't get caught out by Lemch, and Harper's up the inside of Lemch as well. That's 7th place for him. So Hatton, a brilliant recovery drive for him, and will be scoring well over Bradley Philpott in this one. But then, of course, he'll have it all to do again in race 3, starting down from the back of the grid again.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the old touring car thing, because they used to do reversed grid races, or certainly part of the grid was reversed. And there was a definite advantage in race 3 if you're a quick guy to be towards the front.
Yeah, Gregory Leader is right up behind Adam Rosales for 2nd place now, and trying to offset him as they come through Williams corner. So this is potentially going to be a change for 2nd place. And I'll tell you what, Jared Carey is only 2.5 seconds up the road. So we really could see Gregory Leader take the race 2 win here. Not a great exit out of Atwood, I would say. I think Adam Rosales just gained a little bit of ground on him there. It's only lap 5, I should say. So we're halfway through this first of 2 reverse grid races. Nothing gained on the way into the hairpin. The Rosales and Leader rounding these 2 hairpins, and a bit of a defensive line for Rosales into Hobbs, and that might just give Leader a little bit of a run on him as they come towards Mike Knight. And through the final corner, Jared Carey comes over the line to start lap 6, and Leader is in the slipstream as they come down the pit straight and towards the first corner once again. He's weaving his way down there, but he can't get the run he needs to get alongside him. Might be seeing the cars blinking in and out. Unfortunately, this is a reality of sim racing. We are somewhat reliant on the user's internet connection. But hopefully you're still seeing Adam Rosales clearly going wide through Atwood, and there goes Leader. That was perfect opportunistic driving. Although Rosales, he's going to fight him on the way out and down towards the hairpin corner. No, Leader's got him. Completely ahead of him now as they break towards, and I'll tell you what as well, they're only 1.8 seconds behind Jared Carey now. They both gained about 0.7 of a second on the Leader.
Yeah, that gap was up to 4.3 at one stage, so it's definitely tumbling down. It is not over for Carey.
Whoa, bit of close call there between David Hatton and Carl Power, who I think has just made contact with Sam Harper as well as they go through Revolver corner. All look like, oh no, Power spun it out of Piper corner and backwards into the barriers, and he will probably be making a trip to the pits now.
Yeah, he's going to try and keep going, but I think he'll soon find that there's very little rear downforce on that car. He may well have a spin if he's not careful.
Looked like that was all caused by Darren Buckle, who they were lapping, and Buckle was doing the best he could to get out of the way. Maybe just to offset Power a little bit there, because he immediately lost the position to David Hatton, who is about to come over the line in 5th place. It's a wonderful drive from him. He's made up 35 positions in this race. And look at his car. There's not a dent on it. Just 1 second between the 2 leaders. One of them ironically called Leader as they head down towards the back straight. We'll be seeing a change for the lead. This is lap 7 of 10. And a bit of a lock-up for leader there as they break for the hairpin corner. But Jared Carey, he's got to try and soak up a little bit of pressure. And that's not going to be easy from a man who we know is very, very quick as one of our MX-5 Cup winners. Breaking into the left-hander of Redmond, and leader is all over him. He's setting him up, surely. And he's got the wider line on the way into Hobbs. There's great momentum being gained between him and leader. Leader is surely going to be attacking him on the way into turn 1. So with the slipstream, and yep, Carey already moving towards the middle of the track. And back over to the racing line now. Unfortunately, leader is still blinking in and out, so apologies for that. But still, we can appreciate this brilliant drive from him, up from 8th on the grid. Just 3/10 separated them as they went over the line. A bit of traffic now getting in the way, but they've cleared it. Down towards the braking zone at Atwood curve once more, and it's a big lock-up for Jared Carey and gifts the lead to Gregory Leader. And Carey's got to be careful here because he's now going to come under pressure from Adam Rosales, who's going in the inside towards the hairpin corner once more. Drawing alongside, who's going to be bravest on the brakes? That Rosales goes through. So Jared Carey, with that one mistake, loses 2 positions.
Yeah, I was talking about that brakes earlier on in the day. That is such a difficult thing to get right into that hairpin. It's slightly downhill as well, so you're very easy to lock up, and you can just see how much of a penalty that was for him.
Richard Molden, Gary Thomas, and Edward Shelley very, very close together as they came through Revolver. Gary Thomas, who was our pole man, remember, was very, very sideways on the way into the left-hander. And Molden's gone off on the way into Hobbs. So he's lost out. He was in 7th position at the start of the lap. And is that Sam Watley who almost came into the side of him? So Jared Carey with that 3rd place now, and leader has pulled out a nice 2.4 second advantage. Martin Clapham in 5th place. Going to have Sam Harper for company in the closing stage of this. We're on the penultimate lap now with David Hatton now up in 4th place. So more points gained for him in the championship. And then just behind them, we've got the big swabbles going on for the final positions in the top 10.
Yeah, you've got Sam Harper, who's just got past Clappers. I think Clappers made a mistake on the exit, so Harper moves up into 5th place. Clappers down to 6th. Yeah,
Clappers has lost quite a lot of ground there, so it probably was a mistake on his behalf, so a shame for him, but still running in 6th place. With a bit of a gap to Edward Shelley, about 5 seconds actually. So shouldn't feel too under pressure as they come towards the final lap.
We got quite a gaggle of cars coming through the final set of hairpins with Richard Spanners ready, our erstwhile leader. He is right in the middle there, right behind Barry Kemp, and it's quite an interesting battle going on there.
Yeah, Barry Kemp in the Gulf-coloured cars. This is all happening for 11th place, it seems. And Spanners looks like he might be the one to make the move as they go down towards turn 1 once again. So Carsten Lench in 11th place there in the number 8 car. And then it's Barry Kemp and Richard Redding. So half a lap to go. 2 seconds was Gregory Leader's advantage as they came over the line to start lap 10. And it's going to be honours to Gregory Leader for the race 2 victory. So 2 different winners, as we may have expected with our reverse grid format. But what a drive from David Hatton to come up from 40th to 4th. And as we saw, big drama on the opening lap. Bradley Philpott out of this one, our race 1 winner. But here comes Gregory Leader to take the win in race 2, the first of our reverse grid races in the Formula Renault 2.0 Challenge. Adam Rosales picks up second place ahead of Jared Carey, who completes the podium. David Hatton, our championship leader, a phenomenal drive from 40th on the grid. Sam Harper picks up 5th place ahead of Martin Clapham. And then Edward Shelley manages to pick up 7th position there ahead of Gary Thomas and Ishmael Basso. Here comes Richard Molden to collect the final position in the top 10, up from 19th on the grid.
So I think we should go back to Spanners Ready, because he had a very interesting last couple of corners there. Spanners, you are live on air. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Oh, so unfortunate there with Karsten. I did say to him, I said, Karsten, the battling's over. Let's just bring that home. And I think me talking to him distracted him horribly. And he ended up just outbraking himself, pushing himself wide. I made a little bit of contact, and I think I lost 2 places in the end. So net 1 place.
Just an update on the rest of the Mr. Apex crew. We had Matt Trumpets 33rd to 22nd. Brad Philpott did come across the line in 34th, so he does pick up 7 points there. And Steve Ficacci, our MX5 champion, did come across the line in 26th place.
That's right.
So we're going to have another quick break, but we will be back with our final championship race. Race 3, again, a reverse grid from the results of this one, coming at you in about 5 minutes' time.